Hello everyone, and welcome back to Renowned Explorers International Society, the Emperor's Challenge, except maybe not, because, you know what, we've done a couple runs of the Emperor's Challenge, and maybe it's time for a little change. We do another random run? I was thinking that it might be nice to do another random run. And by nice, I mean mind-numbingly awful if we get a terrible team, but that's the way random runs work, right? Let's see how it goes. It could be very interesting. You never know. Be optimistic. Optimism is good, I'm told. I'm not a very optimistic person. I tend to be a very cynical person, and my wife is very optimistic. Yes. So I have mixed feelings about it. All right, random crew. Oh, interesting. Agatha, Philippe, and Hildegard. I mean, all these people can go friendly. So Agatha's Captain Perk, Professor Explorers, +1 insight after every expedition, and +2 study when Agatha uses insight on study. Not bad. Not bad at all. Philippe, okay. Philippe is okay at friendly. He does have a heal, which is very, very nice, and his encourage is good. Unfortunately, his attack power is a lot higher than his speech power, so he's not much of a attacker. Engineer and rogue. Hildegard is a diplomat and naturalist, and Agatha is an archaeologist. Okay. So typically, if I'm going to go for study, and Professor Explorers makes it very nice to go for study. Typically, you want to be able to do nature challenges, because those are the ones that are going to give you the most discovery and study tokens. Nature challenges require naturalists, survivalists, and athletes. We have a naturalist, we have no survivalist, and we don't have an athlete. So that's going to be a little bit difficult, but we can try for it. We do have an engineer and a rogue. Alright, let's take a look at some of these other cards here. Etiquette course. All crew members gain diplomat etiquette. Alright, it's decent. Not bad. Plus 150 renown for each completed research pre-played. That will be better if we do go full study, because we'll get more research trees completed. And if we are doing a normal run, with which random runs so far have all been, and this one is too, renown is obviously very important, so that could be a good card later on. Mentor Explorer. Choose one crew member, not Hildegard, to gain +1 campaign and +2 study on Beguiler, Quick Thinker, and Tactician spins. We do not have Beguiler. We don't have a Quick Thinker. We do have a person who can be a Tactician, which is Agatha. He can learn Tactician traits. We'll have to think about that one. Dodgeball. All crew members gain Quick Thinker reflexes. Not bad. That would let anyone get access to Hildegard's bonus here on Quick Thinkers. One crew member gains +3 attack per level of engineer. It's really good, but only if you're going aggressive, and we're clearly not, so... yeah. Yeah, okay. Philippe has fallen quite ill. The crew tries to help. Philippe gains a -10 spirit, but +2 collect and +2 study on rogue and engineer spins. It's just a good card. You don't need anyone to work with it. It just works with Philippe himself, so that's good. +3 in campaign when spending insight with a level 3 tactician. Well, there's another incentive to actually giving Agatha tactician perks. Renowned archaeologist. +15 renown for each level archaeologist of your highest level archaeologist, and it triples if they are level 5 or higher. So that's good. It's fine with Agatha, you don't need anything else. And German import. Agatha surprises the crew with something to heighten their spirits at the cost of making them slightly less focused. You get 6 secrets, and she shares beer with everyone. Now, I'm not sure how I feel about the captain of a party giving beer to Hildegard. That seems a little sketchy, Agatha. I don't know how I feel about that. I would hope that Hildegard would refuse to drink it. But I don't know. I've never tried to use that. I've never tried to use that with Hildegard in the party, I don't think. Okay, this is an interesting team, if nothing else. Probably destined for horrible failure, but, you know, so are all of us, right? Let's start with the Celtic Code, just for the extra study here. I think that's probably the best choice. Probably. All right, let's try it. Here we go. You know what? Actually, I think I have done Hildegard and Agatha together, because I think Agatha was upset because Hildegard was the captain. That sounds really familiar. Of course, the role is reversed this time. Will Hildegard be upset that Agatha is the captain? No, because Hildegard's a good person. And she's a nice lady. Nice young lady. Don't speak badly of Hildegard. Agatha's just a grumpy old woman. I mean, to some degree, you sort of get a leeway to be grumpy as you get older. It's one of those things I have discussed with my wife occasionally. It's like, once you get to a certain age, you're allowed to be grumpy, and people think it's cute more than annoying. I look forward to that time. This day of exploring was not that exciting, but you did manage to find some rare edible mushrooms, a great party gift. I don't know what kind of party you're going to, but... I mean, let me go back a second. When I say something to look forward to, I don't mean getting old necessarily. I don't mean getting grumpy necessarily, but if you're going to get grumpy and old anyway, which almost all of us are, you might as well look forward to something about it, right? And the thing that I choose to look forward to about all of that, the one thing that I think I could look forward to is that, hey, once you get that old, people sort of look the other way when you're grumpy because they assume that you deserve to be. I don't know if that's a good assumption or not, but or maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just me who, when I see like an older, like really grumpy person, it's just like, you know what? You've probably had a hard life. I get you. I understand. I'm not going to give you too much flack for that. But to some degree, I think the older you get, the more you can get away with anything and still come across as more cute or sweet or even just funny that you couldn't get away with when you were younger. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me. You take some clovers for research. Okay. More mushrooms. Okay. Great at parties again. We're just all sorts of. We have all sorts of party favors. In the middle of the forest, you find ruins of some sort and some ancient Celtic writing on a stone. It talks about the fairies live here. Okay. And a small person pops up. I am a fairy of old. Get off my land immediately or I'll cast a spell on you. It's obviously an orphan child, and we know it. Pretty impressive, still, that an orphan child is able to decipher this script. Agatha offers the lonely kid a chance to join you as part of your entourage, and she's very happy to do so, so we get a free journalist. And there is our campfire. Let's see what kind of stories we have access to. Oh wow, none of our character cards. That's a little unfortunate. Renowned Archaeologist is good, but we certainly don't want it right now. Renowned Researchers is also good, and we certainly don't want it right now. So I guess we'll play the study and throw the collect away. Hildegard makes it a point to discuss the weird cultural phenomenon you observed earlier today. The crew wants to sleep, but a rambling Hildegard makes that impossible. Well, she's young. She doesn't need sleep. In the end, the crew gives in and joins Hildegard in the discussion, which turns out to be very interesting. Okay, so we'll just get a bunch of extra study for that and hope for some better options with our campfire next time. What an amazing place. The nature here has remained untouched for ages, and the forest cliffs hold valuable ore. We can collect both, but we have to spend extra supplies to do so, or just choose one. But because Philippe is a level 1 engineer, he can engineer some makeshift tools to help us do both in one day without spending the supplies, which is good. Alright, nature challenge. What a weird place. The ground is getting increasingly soft and the air starts to smell foul. Agatha thinks you have reached a pretty special point in the forest. It's called a marsh. I wouldn't call it special necessarily. While looking around, Philippe notices clues of fossilized remains. Okay. We can look around, I guess. Hildegard has a little bit of a better chance because she's a naturalist. Okay. Oh, wow, and she fails. Hildegard comes back with the foulest smell and no results. The crew will just have to excavate the safe areas. However, we do find something. Let's see what we get. It's going to be a kind of a weak treasure, but at least it's something. All scientists gain plus 10 attack. We have 2 scientists on our team. Episode attack at 38 for Philippe and 30 for Agatha. Unfortunately, we were going to be a friendly crew. Yeah, we would be silly not to go friendly. That's tempting, though. Plus 10 attack is a lot. It would be really good for Philippe because he has Amnesia Shot, which can be used, regardless of the aggro, without a problem. But we shouldn't do that. We should just go friendly. That's tempting, though. 3 to 5 research from Discovery, or just some study, and we'll just take the study. If I took the attack just for the off chance that we need a physical attack, I'd be too tempted to try to use physical attacks all the time, probably. So we're just not going to go there. Hildegard loses some speech defense. Pretty early to be out of supplies. That's not good. The crew finds an overgrown rock formation with some rare herbs. Okay. But Hildegard recognizes that useful minerals might be in the rock, and she is obsessively curious and insists on mining the habitat. And we get nothing. Well, we get 1 collect. Almost nothing. And Agatha loses some armor. Maybe this is our hidden hoard? Probably. Yep, okay. We'll take a discovery. Out of supplies. Loses attack power. Okay. What a strange noise. Music coming from a meadow, but there's no one in sight. It seems that the wind, in combination with some strange type of twin flower, is making the sound. Okay. Too steady. Out of supplies again. And loses more speech defense. We're going to be very, very weak by the time we finish this campaign if we continue. We've had 4 debuffs already. Suddenly, Agatha orders everyone to stop. This part of the forest looks different. The crew starts investigating and finds broken Celtic pottery. Okay, a little bit of study and some collect. And Hildegard loses some speech power. We are not having a good time here. A group of wolves being protective and territorial. Alright. This may go poorly given the amount of debuffs we've taken, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, 3 wolves. Being friendly is going to be a little rough here, given that, excuse me, given that they are aggressive. I guess we'll just start working on one. And this will also impress him, which means that the next person who tries to use speech will do more damage. Not that we probably needed that, but... We do have 2 people with impressed friendly attacks. So that will make it a little bit easier to take down targets with speech, because both of them will debuff for the rest of the team to do more damage, which is nice. Small item of synergy within the crew. And we'll continue going here. Okay, very good, very good. And one more confident attack will let us go on our way and take another debuff, because we haven't had enough yet. Alright. The wolves understand you don't pose a threat. As you walk away safely, you see some cute little pups pop up. That's why Mama Wolf was so protective. Of course. And Philippe loses some attack power, that's fine. Okay, time to choose a route for Hildegard. Naturalist or Diplomat, essentially. Naturalist will give us a little bit of extra speech defense. Diplomat will give us also some extra speech defense. Okay. Naturalist just is better in terms of that. I generally like to have a Diplomat. I've gone several runs without one, which has been kind of sad. But especially for a friendly crew, having a Diplomat on the team is very, very important. And so I think... Oh, you know what? Diplomat Etiquette, though. Isn't that the one that Hildegard's card will give us for free? I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it is. Do I risk that? I probably should. Yeah, I think I'm going to. I'm pretty sure that Hildegard has the card that gives everyone Diplomat Etiquette for free. So it would have been a waste to take that if that's the case. Alright, a little bit of supplies so we can stop taking constant debuffs. The crew walks through a dense part of the forest when they hear a chirp coming from above. The crew looks up and sees an elusive gold bird. These babies are worth a ton to bird traders. Sadly, the bird seems to know it's very desirable and makes to fly away. The crew feels disappointed at this missed opportunity, but someone's unpredictable instincts kick in. Who do we want to give Quick Thinker Unpredictable to? So we want to train Agatha in both Archaeologist and Tactician. She's going to be quite busy. Philippe we want to give Engineer and Rogue to, and Hildegard we want to give Naturalist and Diplomat. So everyone already has 2 perk types that we're already going to be pretty insistent that they want. Philippe has the most grit, so we should probably try to stack a grit on him, and Quick Thinker perks give a little bit of extra grit, I believe. Let's give that to Philippe. Let's see if I was right. Philippe jumps on Agatha's shoulders and reaches out for the bird. The bird manages to get away, but the thrill of hunting little feathered friends triggers primal qualities in Philippe. Okay. No, apparently not. Oh yeah, +2 grit. Oh, do you not get... Okay, this may be something that I've been saying wrong for a while. It looks like you may not get the extra benefit. Or maybe it just hasn't updated yet, which is also possible. I've seen that happen before. We'll have to watch that. See if that goes up to 19 at some point. Alright. Let's end. We already found our hidden hoard, so that's not it. The Druidic Circle must be somewhere around. Let's go. And there is the Ruined Main Menhir. But Ravelo is here, of course. Who are we going to have to deal with? Oh, Cassandra. Alright. Now, Cassandra is a friendly attacker. I say this on every single episode. We have our first boss. But it's a good reminder. She doesn't like it if you're physical, if you're aggressive. She thinks you're a brute if you do that. But that's okay. We are going to be very, very friendly, and she will like us. It's a good theory, at least. So Hildegard did get Cheer, which is an excellent healing move, but no one else has their secondary abilities. So we can try to make it through to Cassandra here, or we can back up and try to take care of the ones that are behind us. I generally like that idea more, so let's go for it. Ooh, not quite enough. How are we doing otherwise? Now, one unfortunate thing is we don't have any good buffs, except for Cheer now, to get people to have a higher speech power. It is unfortunate. Okay, we'll bring Agatha back here. We'll let Agatha deal with these two, since she can do so on her own with 1 attack each, which is nice. And we will let Philippe and Hildegard start working on the front line. And if we take a little bit of damage, it's not really the end of the world, because we have good healers on our team. Oh, a single attack here can take out a Mook and give us a buff. So I think I'm going to do that, and we'll just reverse back into... Never mind, I'm going to miss. We still get the pip. So we get +20 speech defense, and I'll just reverse back into friendly as soon as we can. But for 1 turn, it's nice to have that bonus. Would have been even nicer if we'd managed to take the Mook out with it, but oh well. Okay. 1 more attack, and we're feeling pretty healthy. Actually, maybe 2 more. Nope. Okay, that's it. All right, we're still feeling pretty healthy. I'm not too upset by this. All right, 1 down, 2 down, and of course the reason that Hildegard cannot take out a Mook in 1 hit with her Impress is, of course, because she got that debuff to her speech power. So the debuffs can matter quite a bit, even in these first combats. Fortunately, they're easy enough that it generally doesn't matter, even if you can't 1-hit the Mooks, but you can see that it does make a difference. Okay, AoE there was a little bit dangerous. Yeah, I was going to say, with that AoE, Hildegard's probably going to go down. Very unfortunate. Okay, finish off this guy. And we'll bring Philippe over here to revive Hildegard. And then we can use Hildegard to just finish off this guy. And we can cheer next turn if we want to heal someone. Ooh, that was close. That would have been the end of the mission if that had done enough damage to kill Agatha. That would have been very unfortunate. Let's see here. Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. Just checking to make sure Hildegard can get in range for her heal, because that seems rather important at the moment. There we go. Agatha's feeling a bit better. I actually should have done that first because it did excite her. It would have made it let her do a little bit more damage. Oh well. Okay. Just as long as no one goes down here, we're in pretty good shape. Okay. Looks decent. Should have probably used an impressed attack first there. I've got to get back into the mindset of, oh yeah, I'm playing a friendly crew. I need, excuse me, I need to debuff people for more damage. My last crew didn't really get to do that because of the particular composition we had. All right, Cassandra is pleased. Oh my, you are quite kind, yes? I will be rooting for your rise, yes? Please take some research papers we collected. Okay. And all crew members gain speech permanently increased by 1. Suddenly, a hooded figure appears on the scene. A druid pops out of the forest. Amazing. I saw how you handled that encounter just now. Your friendly solution is admirable. What is the dream you chase? And we want sciences. And we'd love to get that sea sapphire. The crew finds rare metals and a unique treasure. Sea sapphire? Nope. Horned helmet. Very unfortunate. Okay. What do we want then? 10 to 15 status from encounter is actually decent. 10 to 15 gold from encounter, same thing. Or a discovery. It's hard to give up the 10 to 15 stats from encounter. That's pretty darn good. I guess I'll take that. With this last find, your expedition still concludes on a high note. Let's go back to London. There we go. 2 treasures. I much would have preferred the Sea Sapphire. That would have been a much, much better treasure. Would have given us free study every single expedition. But oh well. We do get our extra insight from Agatha's Captain perk, Professor Explorers. And we are a sympathetic scientist. A magnificent job. The board of the Renowned Explorers International Society is impressed by our exploration skills in the Highlands. And we want our Renowned Explorer membership. Thank you very much. Let's level up Agatha. And let's give her Archaeologist Architecture. And we'll level up Philippe. Do we want to give him Engineer or Rogue? I think Rogue. It's easier to get Engineer traits. We'll give him the Rogue. Okay. Look at our research. We definitely want to unlock observations. One crew member can learn a Naturalist, Engineer, or Archaeologist perk of choice. We actually have a member of all of those. So this is going to be quite the difficult decision. Naturalist, Engineer, Archaeologist. I definitely wouldn't mind getting Archaeologist, especially because Agatha's Captain, or not Captain perk, her card, one of her campfire cards is really, really good for your levels of Archaeologist. She's already going to get Symbolism. Okay, well maybe we do Archaeologist. It's, let's see here. She can learn Symbolism, so I don't want to get that. You can get Excavation from a random event. You can get Occult from a random event. But I believe we already... I guess we might as well do Legends then. Alright, we'll do Legends. I think you get Legends from a random event too, but oh well. Naturalists, Engineers, and Archaeologists gain +1 study when they succeed on the Adventure Wheel. That's great, because all of us are that. So, awesome. Extra Insight. +2 study when spending Insight in Berlin. Very good. +2 supplies, definitely want that. And we are too short of getting this last node, but that's okay. We will spend some Insight to get it. Before we do that, do we want to buy any helper entourages? I would love to get a student, but we actually can't afford it. We don't have 150 status. So apparently that's not going to happen. We could grab a journalist or a trader for extra stuff from encounters. Don't really like the idea of that. All right, let's just spend some insight here. Agatha currently gets 7 study tokens with 1 insight. Pretty good. And we'll grab that. The crew takes an extra good look whenever a certain type of challenge arises. And we're going to do nature challenges again. There's an actually, you know what? There's an argument to do cultural challenges. And the reason I say that is because we have a diplomat and an archaeologist. The only person we have who's good at nature challenges is our naturalist in Hildegard. However, we do want to go to nature challenges to get study. I think I'm going to do cultural challenges because we actually are going to be good at both of those, or everything that cultural challenges involve. And we will take extra renown from research. Okay. Let's look at our shop. Survivalist navigation, engineer advanced tools, which is really good for Philippe, so we'll go ahead and grab that right away. He doesn't have that, right? Yeah, okay. All right, very good. And athlete stamina, diplomat languages. That's what Hildegard starts with, so that is a useless item for her. Well, I mean, it gives her exciting booster, but her main friendly attack is not an exciting attack. It is impressed, so yeah, not very helpful. Okay, well, we'll work on the rest of this later. We don't have enough money to deal with it now. And we really can't afford any entourages either specialist or otherwise. We just don't have enough for it. We could get a lobbyist or a merchant, but I don't know. I guess a lobbyist wouldn't be the worst idea, especially if we're going to go to cultural challenges. We will get a decent amount of campaign from those. So, okay. We'll take a lobbyist. We want a trader for extra gold from encounters. Okay. Alright. We'll do that. That's probably fine. Alright. Thank you very much for watching. Next time we will select our new expedition, where we're going to go for our second location. If you enjoyed, please put a like on the video. It really helps out. If you want to see more like this in the future, subscribe to the channel. That would be very, very helpful of you for me and for the channel's growth. If you want updates on the channel and videos and what's going on, either follow or watch my Twitter account. And I will let you know there what is happening, or if there's any polls or community feedback I need on new games or new series or stuff on the channel. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.